We talk football and current events, sitting and chatting with the very best guests, with two Scottish boys and we're loving it. So if you like witty banter, check the former #1 podcast on iTunes, sitting and chatting.
Hello and welcome back to the Sitting and Chatting podcast. I'm liam.a.whyte.
I'm jamie.allan.
It's good to be back.
It is.
Long time no see.
I'm eating a calzone.
Yeah, for old viewers of the podcast, I know you'll have wanted Jamie to be stuffing his face as per usual for the podcast.
So I thought I'll get a calzone out of the way, and
appease the OGs and the
yes, and a wee shout out to Bradley Pettigrew, who definitely loves what I'm eating on a podcast.
We're under 30 seconds and you're already giving shout-outs.
Fuck it, aye.
That is shocking.
Hey, he's been asking me for months, and I mean months. When's the new podcast coming out?
Is it actually?
Yes.
That's just
He listens to it in his work van.
Well, respect him for that, because probably none of my friends do. So
And see, I've made the effort. I'm
yeah,
in shirt, trousers.
Definitely wasn't Quizlet job.
Liam looks, I think so. Let's
I'm getting my finest clobber just for this podcast. I haven't had a shower before.
Although I've not ironed this,
That.
so it's quite creased.
Honestly, I'm surprised your work allows that. Just
No.
earlier because of how tough it seems.
No, to be fair, I had that jump thrown all day.
Yeah, first thing get with it.
And to be fair, it was ironed this morning, but if you're in it all day, creases appear.
Well, we might as well dive straight in then. Obviously, we'll get the elephant out of the room. It's been a year. In fact, it's been over a year now since we last recorded.
There's been serious life changes for both people.
There has been, yeah. I think that, to the few people that do watch this podcast, and those that will watch this one, firstly, thank you. That's nice.
You're still here already.
Yeah, I know. There might get a chance to scrap it after this point, or there's something going wrong with the filming. But it's not a case of we didn't want to. I think we both sort of said we did want to get back into it, but we've had obviously there's been a few different reasons we've been unable to film, and a few, as you said, life changes there. So the first thing that being, as you can probably tell, once again we're in another new set.
Yeah.
So I think about this the other day. So apparently, right, according to a certain other podcasts that I watch, if you change your set around, that's technically a new season at that stage there.
Right.
So this would technically be season 6 for us now. So yeah, the fact that the people keep paying for this and keep paying to that.
6 whole seasons.
I know. What else has gone like 6 seasons? Breaking Bad only had 5.
Mm-hmm.
Better than them. Can't I think of
What was Game of Thrones?
I think that was like 8 or 9.
But the last 4 were shite, so.
Yeah, we're in our peak still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Needless to say,
We're better than Breaking Bad.
we're smashing it.
Well, that's the title already.
A year out, they take a year to film.
Exactly. Yeah, we had much more important things to be doing.
Exactly.
They might be doing things like press tours,
Yeah.
traveling the world, filming other projects.
Yeah.
We're doing much more important things, much more down to earth.
100%.
But yeah, no,
What's the reason for the new set, Liam?
well, the reason for the new set is I bought my first house. Well, hopefully, I'm not going to say first and last house because you never know what might happen.
No, of course.
Bought my first house, which,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
Thanks,
It's been a big achievement. You might have noticed when we kind of stopped filming last time, in the old place that we were at, it was a lot of case of whenever me and Jamie's work basically lined up to the point that we could film a podcast, because it was always done at mine, I had to get it set up. And at the old place, with the amount of space I had, 1, it was a bike, but then 2, with the addition of me the cat. Because she was quite young at the time, she'd getting quite confused, quite anxious whenever it was stuff, because I had to move it before we started work and then come home after film. She would get quite nervous about how the things were set up, often leading to cables maybe either being chewed through or broken or damaged. So I thought, right, I'm planning on getting a house this year anyway. I'll wait till I get the house, and then I'll put the set up in the spare room, which is what's happened now. And I'll go a wee bit more in depth into the whole process of buying it. But then you've also got to remember is that no one pays us for this, shockingly. I know we deserve to be paid millions.
6 fucking seasons, by the way.
I know. I know, not one penny to show for it.
Right, and what Liam was referring to there with the cat and stuff, that was in season 5.
Exactly, yeah.
So, 6 fucking seasons, by the way.
But,
ludicrous.
yeah, so because of that, so while one, firstly, it took longer to get a house than expected.
Yep.
2, I used basically every single penny I owned to get this. So then it meant I could make slow improvements to get a set reset up, but then not be able to do everything. And then the third problem came when the computer that we filmed on then died, so then I had to then get another one. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a long and drawn out process. Shout out to my mum's partner though, Nick, who improved the quality shitewell, which will be returning later on in the episode as well.
Thank you very much, Nick.
It's like dapper. I mean, as is the whole room, to be fair. You can't see it behind the camera.
I'm going to put it out there, right? When I was coming here, this is the first time I've been at Liam's new house.
4 months it took him.
Right, Camden.
4 months.
Right. However, I'm here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's lovely. I really thought, even after 4 months, I would still have a bit of a shit team. That
I get you.
moving in period.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely. I love what you've done with this room.
Yeah, you can't really see it behind the camera. This is a kind of half office, half, podcast room. This half's obviously the podcast room. Behind here, I've got my computer, I've got a TV, got my football shirts on the wall, which like class as ever.
I would say the one thing that's lacking.
Go on.
Dartboard.
Dartboard. See, thinking of that, my only thing was, and I was like, you remember in the flat that I had just opposite Rachel's, I was a bit docs myself on the podcast there. I mean, technically I don't love anyone, but still.
Yes, I remember that flat.
Yeah, you remember the dartboard I had in that one? Yeah, I was thinking of getting another one of those for this room, but there's not a clear angle to throw it at, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, well, the problem you've faced is you've wired 3 shots in a row there, which looks good, but imagine a dartboard in the middle of them.
I can get, yeah, I mean, the only other alternative is I could put one on that door there, potentially as well.
True. It's just a slight improvement.
No, listen, I'm all for it as well. I mean, I'm not a darts watcher, but I certainly do enjoy the game of arrows.
Throwing the arrow, aye.
Yeah, from time to time. I shot at them really bad. Went on an old works night out there 2 weeks ago with folk I used to work with in Bingo. Game last, badly last as well.
Aye.
Embarrassing. But in my defence, I didn't know until after we'd finished that 2 of them had played for fucking pub teams, so I felt like I was a
That's cheap.
But yeah, so basically that's kind of the main reason as to why I've been away for so long. I wanted to wait till we had a proper place to record. In fairness to Jamie, he also offered as well, but it's also something that I've had my heart set on anyway that I was going to do. And yeah, it's been ready for a while. I've been ready to go for a while. Just waiting on getting the new computer's been the main thing stopping us.
And then again, work. Not as difficult.
Been the main change, but yeah, before we get into the sort of, I suppose, my experience on getting on the property ladder.
Yeah.
Old viewers of the Sitting and Chatting podcast might remember that Jamie used to frequent an E uniform whenever he was recording because that was the only clothes he ever wore. But as you can see, we aren't getting named for obvious reasons where he works nowadays, but he's changed trades now. How long you been there for now? Since you changed?
Since September last year. And this is April, so
6 months.
6 months. Long time. Half a year already.
I know. It's been a while. How you finding it? How you finding the business? Tell us what it is you're doing now, at least then.
I sell cars. And to sum it up, sell cars, buy cars, trade cars. Let's go with that.
You buy any car?
No, I enjoy it, to be fair. It's something new. I was at EE for 9 years.
Fuck, was it 9 years?
8 or 9 anyway. I think it was coming on 9 years. So
Jesus.
So a change was probably needed. As reluctant as I was to do it, as well as admit it.
It is difficult as well if you're well, I know towards the end you obviously had your problems and you can also go into it as much as you want to, but I know you obviously were kind of desperate at that point for a wee
There
change.
was a few challenges when I was at EE. Business was going to shit. Like their structure was terrible. Well, in the current mobile industry, other networks have a setup in which you pay for your airtime and you finance your phone. We didn't do that, and it's what made us unique and it made us good. And then they then brought it in as an option for customers. They then forced it down their neck. So like on the website, when they show you any normal plans, it would only be airtime and phone separate.
Yeah.
So they were sort of forcing it without forcing it. And it was shit. It's a terrible setup. Next time I go to buy my phone, I'll not be fucking doing it with the whole fucking financing for 36 months and paying your airtime for 24 months. It's a stupid model. But that was one major reason I really didn't like that. Because, like I said, what made us unique, because we were the most expensive network by a fucking long shot. So what made us unique and what made people pay for our product was we had 24-month deals with the phone and the SIM were together. So it made it easy. And I was there for so long that I had repeat business. Like every day somebody would ask for me without fail. Whether it was a sale or a query, they would get 1, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 people asking for me. So I walked in knowing fine well I was fine with targets. Like I'd never need to worry because I was so good. I was well respected by customers, so they'd come back to me. So it was easy as fuck. But it didn't mean it was bold because there was no challenges. Everybody wants a stress-free job, but if you're not getting any challenges at all, it's dull. One of the other main reasons was obviously Taylor, which we were in a relationship and we couldn't exactly disclose it.
So one of you would have had to have been moved, I take it.
Exactly, so one of us would have to have been moved.
It's really caused a terrible drama on the podcast when I was accidentally left in by myself.
But we can laugh about it now. We've both left EE. Get it up you by the way. We lied to you. We lied to you for months.
Oh no, they definitely think of that one.
I know. No, but look, like real talk. We obviously it wasn't becoming straining in a relationship, but what it was doing is it was making us pussyfoot around everything. So us in the podcast, we couldn't talk about it. You couldn't even ask how it was for me moving away from my mum and dad because that never happened. You could, and then my mum couldn't then come into the shop and speak to Taylor normally, and it was just loads of things that were no annoying us, but it was annoying for us, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to get away, because I wanted to have a normal relationship, normal life, if you will.
You don't want to have to be treading on eggshells constantly wanting to get sacked or something, just having a relationship. I can, to be fair, in fairness, I understand why companies are like, they fucking have relationships with your employees. But there's obviously occasions when it does work, clearly with Taylor there, and at which point I think people should just be grown up enough to kind of accept, well, do you know what, right, they've been going out for however long it was at the time, There's been no drama for them, providing that one of them doesn't break up the other one and cause a big stink up for it. We should just leave it as it is, basically.
Exactly. But it wasn't to be, so I applied for. I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to do car sales.
I've always seen you as a car salesman.
At some point in my life, I always wanted to try it.
Because, like, say if you were told, like, you gave me all my mates and you said, what do you imagine them doing at some point in the future? I always thought car salesman with you. You've just got a natural way of it. Especially I've seen you, like, talk to customers and that in the phone shop and that. I just know how you are. It's just like you're designed for that kind of job.
Well, I appreciate that. But I always wanted to try it. So I was like, fuck it. I seen it come up. I was still in the job. So I would be travelling the same distance for work. So I applied, went for the interview, got offered the job kind of 3 or 4 hours later, or the next again day, one of the two. And I shit myself.
Why?
been at EE for 9 years.
Like the change you mean. Right?
All I knew was phones. But genuinely, right, somebody asked me the other day about how to fucking fix it on their phone. Lost. Couldn't tell them. I was so lost, and I was trying, by the way. Like, trying. And I was like, I've not got a fucking
That boss as well.
I'm not genuine, I've not got a clue. So I shit myself initially, but then I finally just kind of made the commitment. Where I went originally when I started there, when they work out, I shit myself again because I thought, fuck, I've made this change, I've made this commitment, and now it's not working for me. But I moved branch to a different one, and it was going well. Worked out alright, doing alright, made good money. So
Good.
that's the main thing, isn't it? We all go to work to make money. So
Absolutely.
it's the only reason we actually go to work, to be fair.
Nah, they're off the job, mate.
Of course, me too.
100%.
I love talking to people.
You do though, too.
That's true.
Yeah, no, because as much as you can be a fucking recluse at times, you do actually love talking to people.
I love talking to people. I like hearing stories. I like hearing people's. I'm like no nosy. That might come across like I'm being nosy there. Is that your phone, by the way?
That kind of sounds something.
Oh, Liam.
No.
Oh, that's.
Open the fucking
That's fucking. Right. That's a yellow card right there. That's a yellow card right there. Messing. It was a message.
Nah, it's again because the phone got the fucking because I'm not used to the fucking mute button not being on the side anymore.
Aye, that's really bad. What was I talking about there? You lost my fucking.
It's all going on now.
Insubordinate.
Chance people enjoy my.
Aye, like I'm not nosy. I just enjoy people hearing people's stories, and stuff, and I just enjoy talking to people. I just think it's a good laugh, and everybody's personality is so different. So like try to work people out, no judge them, but like work people out and have a laugh with them and stuff. I just find it fun.
I'm kind of saying that regards, but I would always worry me, I suppose, if I ever worked for home, not having that kind of chat with folk that you work with, if that makes sense.
As long as I was talking to people, I wouldn't mind. So I've obviously done it through COVID.
Yeah.
And on the phones, I loved COVID during. I love being on the phone.
Even though, like, probably, let's be honest, most folk, when they're over the phone buying something, are worse than in person just because they're more aggravated.
No.
You feel that?
No, again, it's just, I think my personality comes across as maybe either calming or whatever, but I never ever had an irate customer that I couldn't deal with.
Yeah.
Equally in the shop as well. But primarily, selling over the phone was a piece of piss because you could talk shite. And they wouldn't know. They would not know. Every fucking person I spoke to, right? I was from a different place in Scotland. Where are you from? Aberdeen.
I remember you saying this on one of the podcasts now.
Where are you? I'm in Alloa. Where are you? Edinburgh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're having a bit of fun with it.
Aye, it's... Of course you fucking talk shite, but it's fun. Like it opens up conversation that you wouldn't normally talk about. So like if I ever mentioned like I'm from Glasgow, they would be like, oh right, that's where the football is, isn't it? You know, that sort of thing. And then instantly you're opening up talking about that shit. And then if they go, oh, where are you from? I'm like, Falkirk, and they go, that's where the horses are, eh? It's just shit like that.
Well, going to the two most easy to recognise.
Like 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like it was
Health all fun. That's it.
That was it though. It was like fun like that.
That's essential. Well summed up in this.
Like, literally. No, it was just fun like that. You know, like just it was conversation starters. And then that broke the ice. And then on the phone, we were having a laugh with you. There was umpteen times during on like when I was on the phone, I was slagging people's accents and stuff. Like I just had fun with it.
Aye, something you wouldn't get away with as much if it was like in person and that.
No, because not everybody would have a different accent necessarily.
Yeah.
But like
that's what I mean, because it's always folk the same area.
See the odd time somebody would walk into EE and they would be from Alloa and you could have a laugh with them, right? And then they would hit it with, aye, I ken like eh. That was it. Instantly. You were on them like fucking flies to shit. And obviously Dylan was in at the time and we were like, Ken like gay, what's that? Hey, Ken like gay. And it was just, you just flagged fuck it. It was different on the phone because obviously if you had a scouser or whatever, you could just have a fucking laugh. And then you'd be like that. pronounce your S's right, and I'll maybe speak to you a bit of manner than that. And it was just funny things like that. So it was different, but I enjoyed it. So, talking in person to someone is totally different from the phone. But I enjoyed both equally.
Yeah, no, that's good. Go on then, talk me through the cars, because, well, I mean, as we kind of alluded to earlier, I've not really seen you much recently, so let's give me a rundown then. What was the first ever sale like when you first finally sold a car? What was that like?
Much as I remember. I think I sold my cousin a car. I think that was the first one.
Do you mind what model?
Yep, Audi e-tron.
E-tron?
Yeah.
Isn't that the big fuck off fast
Electric.
ones?
So it was big massive electric ones. And then I sold one of my mates who you'll know, Andrew. He bought a Mercedes off me.
Nice.
And then there was a few others that were
Paying cash for that one?
no, actually, I didn't. Which is alright. Andy, you know you. No, so first interaction with a customer. I'll go to my current branch.
Yeah.
One. We had on the corner, right? We call them the plinth because it was like the kind of show cars that we put in
the
corners, right? So we had like a 2 Series, BMW 2 Series on the corner.
Yeah.
Somebody drove past and they were in a 2 Series at the moment, but it was at an 09 plate. Theirs was a 18 plate, so it was like a big upgrade.
Yeah, it's a big change.
So she came in on a Saturday. We had an event weekend on and stuff, and sold her that. And it was weird because it was like that was a cash deal, but it was like funny as fuck. Like she was just sound. We were just talking away, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, guy, like, how are you paying for this?" And then I was like, "Come back up Wednesday," and then that was it. But obviously, there's a lot more to just selling a car. Like there's a lot of work involved with selling a car.
I can imagine. It's like, 'cause, I mean, you spend ages with phones, but cars will be a next level in terms of spend time with customers and dealing with that.
It's a long-winded process. It's not just selling a car, taking the payment, see you later.
Yeah.
There's
Back in the day, it probably was that.
Aye, 100%. But it's a bit easier now. But there's a lot of work behind the scenes.
A lot of change work and shit.
Aye. It was a weird buzz when you sell your first car in comparison to when you sell, a fucking upgrade with 3 new connections and a broadband on it. There's a different buzz.
Yeah.
Despite the fact, like, if you're doing an upgrade 3 new and a fucking home broadband, you're laughing and you're giggling inside.
You do, like, I'll be honest, like, even though, like, I still get that feeling, like, see, sometimes, like, if I get, like, a class deal out of someone, I'm like, listen, I'm thinking, I've done proper good, like, something, yeah.
100%. It's the same feeling as
it must be like tenfold because you're selling like cars that might be like, well, I don't know what the average person buys, but I imagine it's like 20-30 grand range or whatever.
No, you're way off. It's a big mix, to be fair, but what I will say is where I'm positioned, not cash deals, just overall, I'd say between 12 and 22k.
Okay, right.
Is the average car sale. Now, if you take the type of model I sell, the low, the most common one, they're about 15 to 18 grand. You sell loads of them.
Okay.
Cheap for insurance, cheap for parts. Really bad, but they're cheap and they work.
Seem cheerful.
Cheerful. So no, I mean, doesn't matter if you sell $100 grand car, although I've never done it. Selling $100 grand car to a $10 grand car, it doesn't matter. It counts the same for you.
I imagine it feels somewhat different, though. Surely, like, you have that.
It would be more annoying because, if you're getting a flat rate commission and you're selling something 10 times the value as the last one you sold and you get the same amount of money.
Is that what you're on?
Actually, it's a flat rate that you get for certain cars, and then you go up a bracket and shit.
What's the most expensive car that you've seen being sold? Like, what's roughly price wise?
Oh well, we had an old school DB9. No, not us. It was new shape, unfortunately, but like old engine. And it was 69,000 or something, or 68,000. 68,998 or something like
What plate was it?
that. 14, 15. So really expensive though. But there's cars on the website that are like fucking 95,000 and stuff, but
Jeez.
you just never seen them getting sold because obviously they're not your branch. So
And it'll be done like probably someone a bit higher.
aye, like the most expensive car we've sold at our branch since I've been there is 31 and a half,
Okay.
which I think actually got reduced down to 27. So
That's why Sam Littlejohn got his.
no, so Sam's been nothing shy of a pain in the arse.
Still
Yeah.
doing that.
We'll not talk about it, but he's a fucking pain in the arse, and he knows it.
All I'm saying is I've heard the tale of two sides there. That's very much so.
Yeah, pain in the arse. That's
Yeah.
what I'll say. Look, it's not my fault. It's not his fault. We both know that. But that's what happens when you go for fucking shitty French engines.
Right, anyway.
Shitty French cars. With your stupid French fucking body kit. Fuck you, sir. That's me, I'm done. Carry on. You know what? He told me,
For fuck's sake.
when he told me I'm buying a car off you, no French.
Yeah, I remember.
What did he say? No French.
That was what he said to me as well first as well. Because he asked me to have a look at certain things I'm into my cars. And I was
No
like,
French.
And then he was like, nah, don't like any of them. And then I was like, oh, you bought a car, what'd you get?
His car's
Like,
nice.
usual. And I was like, but he told me no French. That was literally as well to me as first. Like, he probably sent you and me the same, like, fucking, like, requirements list.
Probably.
The first thing is no French.
I gave him no French, he bought French.
So, yeah. Also, as well, so since the last pod, you've obviously now officially moved to the glorious town of Alloa.
Yep.
How's life?
Good, enjoy it. That's oh fuck.
It's in the years of abuse in that location.
It's still a dive.
Has its moments, has its glory places.
Well, you know where I work. So across from where I work, it's a halfway house. And oh boy, some of the sights you see, tremendous. But aye, back to kind of Alloa. Here's what I'll say. Everybody knows everybody, which is a bit weird.
It can be a good or a bad thing, I suppose.
Correct. But word of mouth is obviously nice. For car sales.
For your job, aye.
But everybody knows everybody. Every supermarket you ever want.
Yeah, because in the Alloa, within about 200 yards sort of range.
You've got a Tesco, a Morrison's, an Asda, and a Lidl,
Aldi, all next to each other. Well, pretty much next to each other.
Like, it's phenomenal, to be quite honest.
And then you've obviously got
You've got
the
me,
biggest
yeah.
football team in the world just up the road as well, even better. The Mighty Wasps.
I'll no pass comment on that.
Have you actually been to that Wasps game, eh?
No, but what I will say is I did see the other week that they pumped St Albion 5-1 or 5-0.
You know, you should have seen ticket over Alloa.
I remember you saying that.
Like,
It's not something I've met, but
also, I loved it. Do you know how much the season ticket cost right here back when I was like...
not even as expensive as that.
It's 45 quid.
That's unbelievable.
It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? And see with that as well, you got a free can of juice and pie as well at half time every home match.
Did you just remember me letting you for free at that point?
I don't know. Well, there's a point. So when I first started going, I think I first started going when I was like 10. I had my season ticket when I was...
45 quid for the year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the season. But yeah.
Aye.
But I was also a junior one. But yeah, but when I was, and you got a free can of Iron Brew and a pie at half time with that. That's got some fucking more to give out those tickets than it did return value. But what was I saying? But yeah, when's a season ticket holder? I think I was a season ticket holder from when I was 13 to 15.
Who did you go with?
When I first started going matches with my uncle, and then he stopped going, and then he gave me his ticket originally, and I got my own, and then I started going with a couple of folk that I knew from the matches. Yeah, it was class. Honestly, when's the last time we'd have been? Probably like 2019, 2018 maybe sort of time. I should go back again actually, I wouldn't mind it.
I'd happily go to a game.
It'll be more expensive, but even up until I was, I think I went to a couple of matches after I got rid of my season ticket, and it was still a £5 entry for kids at the time. I think it's a 20. I think it might be 20 for adults, which is fucking too expensive for what it is now. Let's just do a wee Google search whilst we're here. How much an hour ticket?
Actually, we go to a game and we film something for the podcast.
I love it.
I'm going to have a big football game at the weekend.
Oh yeah, well, just here actually, season ticket. Under 16s, it's now £40.
Wow.
Adults 225. Over 65 is 150. Adults are £18 for entry, so a bit expensive considering the quality of football, but not too bad. If you're a kid, it's pretty cheap to be fair.
Yeah. £40 a year is like nothing.
Yeah, I think that's probably why there's a lot of kids that go to match, because it's so easy to get them into it. Then, I mean, let's be honest. Fair enough, if you get playoffs, maybe you get a good cup run, you might have over 40 games at home a season then, potentially. Unlikely with Alloa, but there was times that are yo-yos, so they might have got a good season where you might have seen them on the up, and then in worst case, there might be like 40 games that you could go to then. Pound a game isn't bad when you're a kid.
No. I'm going to a game of football this weekend. Probably about the same level as Alloa.
So you got to see.
I'm going to see Newcastle.
Oh yeah, what are you playing?
Spurs.
Why are you going to a Newcastle Spurs game?
Free tickets.
What, through your work or?
Through Blaine's work.
Ah, right.
So,
what are you going down with him?
Aye. On Saturday. So about the same level. If it will.
Yeah, same level. For those that like in football, very the same level of quality between them.
Yeah, so.
To be fair, you ready for the fucking walk up to the top of the Gallagate?
We're in the away end.
Oh, yeah, in the Spurs end? Oof.
I believe so, anyway. I'll find out because Taylor just texted me before the podcast and said the tickets have arrived.
Fair. Oh, physical tickets?
I thought because it's through the work, it had to be.
Fair. Still, what's a reality?
I know.
But yeah, no.
Physical ticket with a QR code though.
I know, I do. I like. You don't get it now anywhere though. Like, well, we clearly do, but like in the last like 5 years, I'm at a football match. Everything's been phone for me.
Aye.
It's a shame because do you know what I actually see? Back to the move quickly. See, when I was moving back here, when my mum asked me to clear out my old room at her house because I saw some stuff lying around there, I found my booklet of like when I used to go up to Aberdeen games, every programme I had there and every ticket I kept from the match.
Well done, child abuse, but carry on.
Fuck you. But it was, I might show you afterwards, but it was like, I found like maybe like 220 packets of each one in there. It was nice to actually keep them, looking back through some of them, just seeing the dross that used to play for us.
Yes.
Especially during the Craig Brown era. Oof, that was a struggle. But anyway, yeah, so you love Alloa now as well.
Yes.
Enjoying it then as well, despite being a Sunderland boy.
Aye. There is no. I think the only con I've got is if I want to. There's no nipping around and seeing people. I can't just nip and see this person.
What do you mean, like go like?
It's a 25 minute drive.
I like to go and just quickly go and see someone. Right, anyway.
So that's the only con I would have.
It's still pretty close though. Like,
of course, it's not.
Yeah.
But the reality is here, I could get to Glasgow in the same amount of time as I could get to Alloa from Stirling.
No, you definitely can make it.
Absolutely. Aye.
But
when I used to go to
why would you want to go?
Well, when I used to go to Dillon's, if I ever went to Dillon's, I was 20 minutes there.
Yeah.
25 at a push. Give or take, you'll be the same. Alloa still.
But one's a much better place. So.
Aye, of course. Look.
Have you seen, by the way, that Sam replied to me? I'm laughing at this because Sam was slagging it. So my girlfriend Sam, she always has a go at Stirling because she claims to be a Ouija. But Glasgow is the capital city of culture, whatever. Their
Capital city of knife crime.
Yeah. Their title's about to expire, and Stirling are in the final to win it now going forward. And the slagging she will receive if we win that title will be never ending.
You know, Liam does not give a flying fuck about the title.
Yeah.
Best believe she'll get a slagging.
Absolutely. No, I really care about how culturally impactful Stirling is.
Of course, aye.
Absolutely.
We're very, very, very culturally.
Yeah. You just need to listen back to any of these podcasts and you'll see how culturally appropriate we are. Let's try to think.
Let's go with that.
Let's go
with that. It'd be good, aye.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get that and we can stick it to
that. Any other life changing or any other life stories then before we?
No, I mean I've been in Alba for about 2 years now.
Yeah, but you've only like properly moved there like full time then last like year and a bit, haven't you?
No, it's been.
Has it been that time that you've been there full time?
I've not managed to move all my stuff across because obviously.
You still have a room at your mum and dad's?
Oh, aye, fully. Bed, PC, the works, all of them was.
You're really prepped, aren't you?
But the problem is that we've not got a spare room because Blaine still stays there. He's not been staying there for the past fucking 5 months. He's been staying with his girlfriend. However, he's still got a room there now because they don't know what's happening. They're in a bit of a limbo situation. So that's not like that doesn't matter. But
when it does, it means that at least you'll have that extra space.
Aye, but if he does, you know, if they decide right they're moving out or whatever, then we'll have the extra space and I can get all my stuff across. But that doesn't bother me. Like I didn't give a fuck. I mean, I've got everything I need there. Close.
Yeah, tools alive.
I've got a PS5.
Okay, right, so it's this man now has a big time.
PS5.
Yeah, that's pretty much to keep Jamie happy. That's all you need then.
That's all I need. So, but now I'm enjoying it. Like, is that is the only con is the distance, and it's no like we're fucking miles away, and it's hours and all that shit. But it's nipping round and seeing somebody, or even asking to go and get a game of pool. That takes time. Like, because you're then 25 minutes through, 20 minutes through, 20 minutes back. Whereas if I was in Stirling, you would be fucking 5 minutes there.
I'd love to get like an American's perspective on this. They travel like fucking like 3 hours across the same state, and that we're like fucking 20 minutes.
Fuck the fucking yank bastards.
I know what you mean, like, because even now, because I've also now moved slightly out of the city centre. I've not moved that far out of the city centre, but I'm a bit further away than I was before. Before I had the whole place, it was literally a 10 at most 15-minute walk to like the main bars and stuff, which is great for a night out. Now it's a 40-minute walk to like the train station or like the bars and stuff and that, which is fine. I can hack it, it's not an issue, but it also just means that like I need to like be better prep time wise, and there's been like a couple of times since I've been here that like our works folk have gone, like if I've work night outs in Glasgow, so it means I have to fucking come here, I have to get changed, and then either need to drive my car and leave it there, which is a pain in the arse, or I need to rely on someone giving me a lift there, which is a pain in the arse for them. I didn't get back, because obviously you finish at 5:30, so now it would be a 40-minute walk back, 40-minute walk there, it's a pain in the arse. And even like, recently, one of my pals, someone that's recently been not recently on the podcast, someone that's been on the podcast before, Lewis, he's bought his first house as well, and he's now like a 45 minute walk away now, which again is fine, but it's all uphill as well. So see if you're going to go around there just for a few drinks, it's just effort. You need to obviously like plan around it, whereas before I didn't need to think about it, it'd just be a case of just walk it and do it.
It should be hinged. But no, I enjoy it.
Talking about first world problems, but yeah, it's not.
How are you finding, obviously, you been in the scheming that these days?
I'm not in the fucking scheme, I'm not having that fucking abuse from you. I live very close to a scheme.
How do you feel in the scheming?
Do you know what, right, I'll prove it after I'm done here, right, because see when I was looking for places, I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the website. I was telling this to my aunt and uncle this the other day. When I was looking at places to buy, well, actually, when you remember Ewan Boyle, when he was looking at places to buy for his place, he found like basically a index indicator of how good areas are. It literally goes like street by street, and it's on like a colour graph. So basically, if you're dark red, you're basically going to get knifed as soon as you walk out your front door.
Of course, somebody from Duncan would have this.
Of course, yeah, he's ready, he's prepped. And then it goes all the way to dark blue, basically means like, you know, you're a Tory. Probably why it's that colour scheme.
Big respect,
yeah.
time.
This is like light blue here. So I'm not perfect. But everything's like, crime was a fucking 1 out of 10 for my street. So there you go there.
Aye, for your street, but you're still a scheme boy.
I fucking don't scheme. I live in the grand scheme of things. Yes, I'm close to schemes, but I'm not in a scheme.
No.
James Shannon shite. He's an hour country bumpkin. He doesn't recognise.
Just want to say I can't say where you're close to that. I wouldn't out you like that.
Yeah, you're in there.
You know where you're from. Starts with H.
I'm no fair there. I'm not in that area. I will bring up Google Maps and show you where it is. So I'm not in that. Anyway, well, I've hinted at it enough now. I should maybe go through what it's been like then to become a homeowner.
Aye, talk to me, because obviously I'm not at that stage.
Yeah, let me tell you, listeners, if you've not gone through your process of buying your first house, if you're not a millionaire like myself, you're in for a fuck ton of stress. I can see why people put it as like, I think after divorce it's considered the most stressful thing you can do, like most normal thing you can do. So process, about last January, February time, I'd realised that I'd...
So we're talking, sorry 14 months or... Like
14, so yeah,
18 months ago, that sort of
yeah, kind of that time ago.
Right.
I'd realised, do you know what, I've actually saved up quite a wee bit here. I've done quite well. I spoke to my parents about it, and they kindly, well, my mum and my gran kindly very offered to front me some money to go into buying a place, which, you know, I am blessed. I do not want it to seem on this podcast like I'm some rich entitled individual. All that I've done, all the saving up myself, because I'm not. I've had some big help from my family along the way.
Big help for some Tories along the way.
They fucking wish they were rich enough to be Tories. But yeah, on a real though, just quickly, I do owe them a massive thank you, because I understand basically the fortunate position I'm in, and just want to say I love them and thank you for all their help. Anyway, spoke to them about it because I was at the point where, with the job I was at as well, was I couldn't basically save up any more money that I had, and basically all my money was going into renting places at that time. So I was like, look, if I'm going to make the plunge, realistically, obviously I'd like to do it now as well, but part of the reason for me wanting to make the plunge just now is this will hopefully then in future give me a chance to save up more money again, because if I just keep flooding money away, I'm never going to be able to afford somewhere. And thankfully my family kind of agreed with me and seen the sense in it as well. So started looking from that point. Thankfully Lewis's mum works at Nationwide, so big respect to her. She helped me get first thing you need in this country is what's called a decision in principle. I just know there's going to be some cunts are so bored by this.
Is that equivalent to mortgage in principle?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Which, if you don't know, is basically they work out on the computer everything about you, your earnings, all that kind of shit, and they tell you how much that you're allowed to borrow. So I got that figure, whatever, was looking, and I had an idea. Again, I said very.
This is just this is just the figure for house, not for the renovation of the house.
Yeah, this is just for house. So. Again, when I was looking, I didn't really have an idea beforehand about costs and all that, so I was looking, and you know, I wasn't offered a great deal, but in my head I knew if I'm going to buy anywhere, I want to buy a house, and the reason for that is I lived at my mum's for 18 years, I moved down, and when I moved out I've only lived in flats. A lot of benefits to living in flats, there's some great flats for the price I could have got this place for, but I wanted something that felt like my own. I wanted the extra space for things like this. I wanted the potential possibility of like a garden, but we'll joke about that and that. Anyway, yeah, so when I looked for months at places, couldn't find anything much. Then towards the end of the summer last year, started finding a couple of places. I put an offer in for 2 places. Both times I got rejected, and both times I got rejected badly.
How do you get rejected badly?
In terms of, so I put an offer in, and I found out basically that my offer was not just short, but like very short of what others were offering, and that was going like over how much the place was on the market for.
What's the estimate? Is it like 5% over asking price or something?
Something like that. I think that's what you're meant to aim to roughly do. Which, to be fair, I was doing sometimes, other times I wasn't doing. But like the first time I did it, I only did it by a couple of thousand.
So you dictate the amount in which you offer as well?
Yeah, so like whatever our house, so hypothetically you've got a decision in principle, so you know roughly, right, okay, I can get a mortgage for X amount. You find a place that you like. So say hypothetically the bank will give you £150,000. Yep, just saying. You find a place for say 140 that you like.
Yeah.
You put down that, say it's going for 140, maybe best play it safe, maybe go say 144, whatever. You then put that offer in. You don't know what other people have got put in their offer though. All you can do is, it's arm's north is we had to find a solicitor, which was a lot simpler than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be quite a complex thing. I just phoned 3 different people. They gave me quotes, and then I just went with the best one, to be honest, at that stage. And then, nice guy, dealt with everything for me. It did make me feel a bit weird that he was younger than me.
What's the sort of solicitor fees that we're looking at these days? Is it?
So mine was a fixed. I'm not going to tell you the price of the house and all that, but mine was a fixed rate for the solicitor fees of. What was it again? Was it 650 plus VAT? I think it was.
Right. Okay.
Which was quite a bit cheaper, if I'm honest, than the other places I did.
You paid it up front though, don't you? You paid it.
No, I didn't pay mine until I got the place. So that was another thing. So I basically employed this guy in when would it have been, like June-ish. Right. Didn't pay him until December basically because he was just doing work in the background. So you put the offer in, you find out if you're accepted or not. First 2 places I've done, I was not accepted. During this time, I then also, so I should say as well, sorry, so during this time I was working in Cumbernauld at this time. So when my decision in principle was done, I gave them my figures for working in Cumbernauld, X, Y, Z, whatever. This will be important later on. Next thing, so remember, 26th of September, get the cut. So a few days, so the start of September, viewed this place. Place was immaculate, looked brilliant, best place I'd seen. And each time, do you know that way, like when I was rejected the previous 2 times, I was thinking, fuck, I'm never going to find a place I like, this is so shit, this is so hard, whatever. Can't view this place, loved it. Place was owned by 2 older people who owned rental businesses in Stirling, but they were retiring, and this was their last house. And they were basically selling this and using the money to go on a cruise, they told me.
Smashing.
So, and they were like, when can you move in? I was like, mate, I'll move in straight away. Also important for the story later on. Which I was. I genuinely, if they told me basically I can move in there, that's fine. They did tell me at the time that someone else was coming to view the place, but literally everything was freshly painted, all the electrics were within 10 years old, boilers 5 years old. Like, it's the perfect, and all it required me to do was move shit in. That's all it needed to do, which, for someone in my position who'd be spending all my money on the place, it's perfect. That's all you need it for. Plus, I knew the area because my aunt and uncle literally for 40 years lived 3 doors down as well.
And it's a scheme win, so.
Not a scheme. So 26th of September, I remember, because there was a fire drill going on at the work, so I was outside.
Smashing.
Got a call, offers been accepted. Fucking brilliant. So happy, so delighted. Next part starts, so again, Nationwide, who I'm with, Lois's mum puts me in contact with another mortgage advisor because she's my friends, can't be dealing with it, understandable. Have a 2-hour call basically about getting all my mortgage sorted out. I agreed the price I'm paying, life insurance, home insurance, all that kind of stuff. Very long chat, got that sorted. At that point I was like, cool, so when's all this happening? And they were like, well, good news is, providing all this goes through, you'll be moving into your place on the 2nd of November. I didn't get the keys till the 1st of December. And let me tell you, that's only a month, right? That month is possibly the biggest stress of my life I've ever had, ever. So it's unreal how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
So as I mentioned earlier, I was working at Cumbernauld. Pretty much after my offer got accepted, I got moved back to Stirling through reasons that are out of my control. Certain things changed. My wage didn't change, but my hours dropped by 8, which I told them about immediately as soon as I knew about it, because obviously there's no point in lying about that shit. And I'm like, look, I've done the maths, I can still 100% afford this, because I knew what I couldn't, I knew the threshold I could go down to. Give that to them, whatever. In that 30 days, I must have had about 50 emails exchanged between them and my solicitor and different people as well. Basically, it was a whole heap of every time. Basically, I gave them all the proof that they asked for, and then a week would go by, and then Stirling Nationwide would be like, actually, we need this. And then be like, alright, okay, send them over. For a couple of days, nothing happens, and obviously they don't work on Saturdays and Sundays, do they? Still, time goes by. Yeah, we actually need something else. So give it to them. Need something else. Give it to them. Like, right, what the fuck is happening? It's getting to the point now that the sellers are like, here, what's happening? You said you're ready to go, sort of thing.
What you're saying is, when I bought here, I'm needing a spare donor.
But yeah, pretty much. And then as well, solicitors even kind of being like, what's the script here? Like, you told me you're ready to go. I'm like, and I got told I was. It got so bad that literally, and still to this day we don't know what had happened, but basically Lewis's mum basically said that these people that are dealing with my case basically took there's normally like some sort of like background checks that get taken apart with these sorts of things, and like every fucking background check that could have been taken was taken on me. And everything wasn't accepted. So like there was a point where, so I'll get examples. Like the first thing they said was, because my hours got changed, right, let's see your contract. I said, I don't actually have a copy of that on me at the moment, can I give you like something else? And the woman was like, yeah, do you know what, if the franchise owner basically just writes down what the changes are and signs it, we'll accept that. And if I gave it to them, oh no, actually it needs to detail this as well, the contract. Okay, write that down, send it to them. Actually it doesn't need to be the contract, so you're just like, just say that from the fucking start.
Yeah, you're so fucking about.
Anyway, that all culminates to the last week in November, where I get a call. So eventually get through all this, and I'm speaking to this woman over the phone like, here, I'm fucking stressing out about this, because every day goes by, there's a chance I might lose this place, and it goes back up again on the market. She's like, don't worry, this should all be sorted out. Get a call last week in November. Really sorry about this. Nationwide are basically changing your decision in principle. So basically a decision in principle that we had before. Now I'll tell you off camera how much it was, but basically they told me that my current rates, they weren't going to then lend me the money again, which is mental to think that they'd had it agreed for 6 months basically, and then they were going back and changing it.
Was it the interest rate that they changed, or was
no, not the interest rate, it's how much money I had to put towards it.
Right, okay, so
so they were offering me less money that I can borrow for them, meaning I would have to put more of my
deposit.
Money to deposit. Yeah. So again,
are we talking thousands?
Yes, basically.
Right.
So
wasn't it just like, £1,500?
No, even if it was £1,500, I'd used up all my money at this stage.
I get that. But obviously, if it's 1,500 or it's fucking 15k, there's a big difference.
No, of course, absolutely.
But so they changed the amount that you could borrow.
Yeah. So then with that, I obviously go and tell Mom, thinking, well, this is the end. Like, there's nothing we can do here.
Mm-hmm.
Unbeknownst to me, and again, very kindly, and again, why I owe my family a lot here, she basically goes and tells my granny this, and my granny, without even thinking, was like, I'll pay it.
Yeah.
And you're kind of thinking, this is like a lot of money, this isn't like a fucking, like, this isn't some chump change. And it shows how lucky I am as a person that my family weren't able to do that. So, again, cutting a wee bit of a long story short, my gran, absolute saint, love her. She agrees to basically front me the last of the money. from there, it actually does go by smoothly. A week later, meet with the lawyers, pay them over everything, give them my give them my deposit down, which basically comes from like myself, mum, my gran, and
You need to disclose where the money's coming from as well, don't you?
yeah, and there needs to be proof, which also is a slight problem because my granddad had which was a problem then from the solicitor, but my granddad had an accident, so he was giving money through my dad, and because my dad was the power of attorney, it was a bit fucking strange, but eventually got it sorted. Eventually got the money hand in, and then finally, on the 1st of December, I got the keys to my own place.
Worth it in the end.
Absolutely, love the place, love what I've done with it. I'm really happy and really proud with it. And I think as well I should state that I think I've not gone into too much detail in the past, I suppose, but there's been times on the podcast where I've kind of spoken about my troubles with mental health in the past and that. What I would say is I'd had, literally just before that, I'd had some treatment and some help beforehand that I was having at the same time as that. Thank fuck I had that, because if I didn't have that, I would have been a cascade of shit, at that stage.
It's I've heard just how stressful it is and stuff. But
yeah, nah, trust me, like, put it this way, when it comes down to you, I hope it goes so much more smooth than what I had to go through.
Well, I appreciate that. So yeah, by the sounds of things, so they are.
I'm sure it will do, but yeah, fuck me. That's just.
Well, the difference between you and I is I'm not a scheme wing, so they'll look at the background checks and about it.
This man loves the top of civilians.
This
is ultimate scheme wing.
This guy's actually alright. This guy's alright.
My mum used to not let me walk up to your place. That's how much I see.
Oh fuck it, we'll let him 250 because he's sound. He's alright. Whereas you're like. Fuck that. That's why it was stressful. There's the money. See you later. Aye, well, there you go. But look, worth it in the end. You're here now.
Indeed.
And you're smashing me driveway, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Did you fit the car in there? I didn't see actually. Just checking. Some people can't. Some people are shy drivers.
Did you fit the car in? Did you fit your car in?
Yeah, I did.
Right. Well, yeah. I drive for a living now, so.
Yes, man. That's some Jeremy Clark's over here.
Listen, I drive for a living, right? I can park a vehicle. But it's a nice wee drive. I like the kind of, the walls.
Yeah, no, and we were just quickly before we get to the point here. I did want a garden, and I always joked when I was a kid I wanted a concrete garden, so I didn't have to ever cut the grass. Well, I got my dream and I got a concrete garden. When I was getting showed around, they generally called it easy maintenance.
Aye.
Which, in fairness,
until you fall and scuff your knee.
There will be a lot of tears.
Aye, 100%. You're putting it in the washing and then you fucking trip and scuff your knee. Soda cream in it, greeting like fuck. Oh, aye. I look forward to the days for you.
So yeah, that's, unless there's anything else that I'm forgetting about, I think that's us all caught up in life events.
I'd say so. I would say so.
The main ones anyway. There's obviously been other stuff that's happened, but yeah. It's been the main important parts of the news.
Aye, it's needless to say stopped us from filming this.
Yeah, but hopefully we're back now. Hopefully we have. Hopefully we keep these going. We'll see how the reception goes to this one. If that's getting 0 views, then it might dictate what happens.
Then I won't be back.
Very much just like nope.
I will not be back.
But yeah, no, as well, we'll need to have a plan. But anyway, that's for another time. Shall we bring back the wall?
Yes, the newly improved wall. Thank you, Nick.
Do you want to give us a wee heads up to maybe those that have never seen the wall before?
Sure, I'll do it. Aye, of course, I'll do everything. Quality and shite wall.
Well done.
Not a shite and quality wall, because that's what Liam likes to call it. Quality and shite wall. Or is it a shite and quality wall?
Anyway, it's just
right, so the quality and shite wall. Liam will pick out 5 topics. Liam has kindly pre-printed out for us. For example, KFC, as you can maybe see on the camera there, Spotify, and we have to determine between us, have a rather informal debate and decide whether it deserves to be in the quality side or the shite side or in the middle.
the further down, obviously, in shit it goes well, the worse it is. The further up in quality it goes, the better it is as well. Now, I've got a new set of envelopes. Thank you to Snapfish, who didn't sponsor this, but I've done a quality job in providing updated photos for this wall. As I was telling Jamie just before the podcast started, it does look like I've gone through the effort of updating them, because if you go back through and look at the previous podcasts, these are all still the same images, just higher quality resolution. Did I do it for that reason? Or was it because I accidentally, whilst moving, binned the old photos? I'll let you be the judge of that, viewers.
But no, it's looking smashing.
Feel free to pick one out.
If I was to if I was to describe the wall, it would be very high in the quality side.
Ooh. First one is at World Cups.
So it's not to do with the player that's...
No, just the World Cup.
For reference, it's Lionel Messi.
Messi, most obvious one. By the way, what a World Cup. I know we went recording during it, but what a World Cup.
Okay. World Cups in general. I'm going to
Sean feeling about it, so you go first.
I'm going to start off with like 2010.
Well, is that your first memory of one then? Probably?
No, that's probably like my favourite time.
Okay.
2010, 2014, Brazil, South Africa, best World Cups, and will only be topped, in my humble opinion.
Because for me, right, so see as a nostalgia man like myself there, those for me hold a lot of weight nostalgia-wise. But see if you look at the quality of games that we've had, especially in the last two, I think the last two have...
World Cup's not about football. It's about the passion.
Right. No, I do get you. And normally I'd say that's a load of shit. But
it literally brings the world together. As corny as it sounds, it's true. Like, everybody watches the World Cup, despite the fact they might not like football. Brings people together. Like, I go back to it. Remember when fucking... I'll not pronounce his name, but scored for South Africa. Shabalala, right? When he scored, like...
See, I just knew that straight away.
Like, Peter Drury, like, commentary and that, like, they were in awe that this man has scored a goal for South Africa. Does he have any links to South Africa? No. Does he have any links to Africa? No. But it brings people together. You want to see folk do better, you want to see... Whereas... recently, it's full of wee gimps.
In what regard? Give me some examples.
So, like...
I don't know you looked at Messi as you said that.
No. Like, Enzo Fernandez. Gimp. Right? Gimp.
But that's... Right, okay. So is your problem because he's now become, like... Because he was, like, Golden Boy or something, is that your...
No, he's just a gimp. Right. So, like, it's not so much about the people, the country, and the football. It's more about individuals. It's a platform for them to make themselves fucking something. Okay. That annoys me because it's like, did you ever see what's his name, Shabalala or fucking whatever? Did he go on to become a fucking star at Chelsea or City? No. Like he went there, he scored a goal, he had a shit tournament, but guess what? He's the most fucking memorable part for that because it was all about the game.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, I hate international football. You know that.
Love Scotland.
I do not mind the World Cup. When we got to watch it at school and stuff, and there's 3 games a day, like, it is good. Like, I'm bringing back memories here. 1998 World Cup, when we were obviously very much either not thought about or just been thought about or just born. In your case, you were already on the planet. Yeah. In my case, I was being born as we were playing against France.
That's such a fucking... You're bad. You're fucking dad.
So, like, and obviously now looking back, like, I've watched the full World Cup or the year I was born.
Yeah.
And it was fucking good. Like, football wasn't the best because obviously football's developed over the years, but like it was just so fucking good. Like, it brought everybody together. The games were massive. But like Qatar ruined it for me.
Really?
Aye,
I get what you, I do get what
the times were a pain in the arse. The football in the winter didn't feel right. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I thought like a December
Well,
World
no,
Cup
I
was
thought
gonna
it'd be a lot worse. In fairness.
It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be, but it didn't feel right. Like the whole fucking having to take a fucking break in games and stuff. Like it's Christmas, and you're taking fucking breaks for like to have a drink of water because you're in a country that's 49 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. Like it wasn't normal.
Do you okay? But to maybe pull it back then a wee bit. This is obviously an isolated. I'm not saying it will be because obviously it's going to go from place to place. And I don't like the thought of this is the last one that we'll ever have that's just in one country. Because I do like. I get what you meant earlier about World Cup's about like the passion, the place, the experience. Like you're meant to like feel at home in the country. I feel like logically speaking, if it's held over 3 countries or whatever, it should feel like you're bringing all these more cultures together. I disagree. I feel like it waters it down for each nation. I feel like
the next one in my opinion is going to be the worst.
Well, the America one.
Aye.
America.
Travelling 2 days to your next game and shit like that, or travelling like fucking 24 hours to your next, like that's no normal. Like that's no what it's about. I prefer it in one country.
Yeah, that is the one. That's what I'd say is the change coming next that worries me the most.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, I fucking love the World Cup. Now, yes, I have my problems with international football, but for the most part, I don't mind international football. I'll especially love whenever there's an international tournament on. It's my favourite fucking thing.
Embarrassing.
I love because I'm not gonna lie, the football for the most part is shite, but it's what you said earlier that fucking makes the difference. It's about the countries bringing it together. It's that sense of unity. Like, see when I done that party for the Euros, the Scotland England game. That game was pish to watch.
Oh, dreadful.
But it's one of my most enjoyable experiences as a football fan because I had all my mates together and there's that jeopardy of like what if fucking Scotland lose or
because you just would have felt it.
Oh, trust me, you would have felt it if we fucking won.
What was that game? No.
That was not done.
No, boring fucking game.
But that's the point. It's
Did I know what game it like England gear and all that shit?
all the fucking Union Jack shit.
Oh, aye,
tremendous. It's like I fucking love international football and I love the World Cup. And do you know what as well? I always fucking used to hate back in the day that Scotland weren't involved, but also I think it kind of helped me in a way because I didn't have a horse in the race, so I wasn't fucking like constantly checking like, what are the fixtures next, what are the possibilities of fixtures. I was just there for the vibe and to enjoy it.
To watch Spain.
Listen, mate, it was great as well. So I now know how all those Man City. I knew how those Man City fans felt before Man City fucking killed the Lord. It was brilliant.
For me, it's just above Spotify.
Nah. For me, talking.
No, you're not.
No, I'm being genuinely serious. In terms of enjoyment, so football's my favourite sport, and see when it's on is for me the pinnacle. I enjoy fucking watching like Egypt versus South Korea. I'm there for
If you were to ask me, never have a World Cup again or have the Wi-Fi, and I know we're not meant to compare. No, for me,
I told you, this is the one rule against the wall. You can't fucking compare it to what else is there.
it's just above Spotify for me.
Well, you know what the rules are. You have to go in the middle. I'm thinking over there. You're thinking there. We're going about there.
Far too high, but
World Cup is class.
Nah. International football in general is fucking dreadful.
No, but this is the point of it. You said it yourself. It's not about just the game. It's about the spectacle.
I know, but I feel like that's been lost in the past 3 World Cups.
Suitcases. We're going from one high to really.
That's a random fucking topic.
Yeah.
See, for the most part,
Yep.
bury anybody's life.
Yeah.
Because
I can't get what you mean here. I think I know where you're going.
like, yes, they pack your stuff. You need them when going on holiday or vacation. However, bury your life. You need to have a certain fucking weight. You need to have a certain fucking size.
It causes more stress.
It costs more money for a bigger suitcase. It's fucking. It can't be this. It can't be that. It can't be fucking this.
Is that maybe then a more problem with the airport? Just out of curiosity, then, would you say that's more a problem with the airports than the rules? Then, I suppose it's still in concept.
It's all in one because the reality is, yes, the airports and airlines they want you to have like 23 kgs at the max weight, and if you go over it, they want to charge you more. It's a money make scheme, but because we all know, by the way, the hold in a plane can hold fucking far more than what it does.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But it's no just it's no a suitcase that gives you the grief. It is the airlines, but the two come hand in hand because you wouldn't use a suitcase unless you were going on holiday to any kind of situation. They're practical.
Yeah.
For many things.
Yeah. What I would say though, as a man who has
Been well travelled.
been semi well travelled, I mean, in the last 6 years I've been abroad once.
Aye.
But for example, there went to Spain with Sam there last May. The most I fucking did was I didn't use a suitcase. I used a big bag, one that fit in like on my overhead compartment, and that done me for a week's worth of travel.
So we were going to Cyprus and Taylor was like fucking adamant she needed like.
That's fair. Sam was adamant she needed a case. Well, and to be fair, I wouldn't have even said that she brought that much, but for the amount she needed, it's like fair game.
Aye. Whereas I think we shared a suitcase and it was fine.
Yeah.
Which was, you get a suitcase free with most flights and all that shit, so it worked. But for the most part, hauling them about the airport as well.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah. Well, part of me really wants to just go and get one of them really fancy ones that you can just like fucking like slide down. But I think
You know the ones that like follow you and shit.
Yeah, that's the sort of shit that I need.
Yes.
But again, I'll get one used once every fucking 4 years.
Exactly.
There's no point to it.
I think if I was to go out and get myself a suitcase now, I would need to just get one with 4 wheels.
Yeah, I'd literally like looking at B&M the other day, just seeing them fucking racked up for it's like holiday makers.
Four wheels is an absolute max minimum now.
Yeah.
You know, the one that follows you and stuff, that's just unnecessary. But one with 4 wheels you can just drag along, opposed to like fucking flipping it down and then taking it.
Yeah.
4 wheels.
Must go. But otherwise, yeah, they're a bit just shite.
I mean, they're practical.
They are, but like, are we saying they're quality?
No,
Yeah, I think
of course they're not quality, but
they're
they
not
are.
like down that end, but
They are
they're still
practical though.
shite, yeah.
We need them. We need them in our life.
I say I don't have
Eh?
I don't have
I also don't have one. But I'd certainly just be.
Well, that's it, right. So, see if you were going abroad tomorrow on your own, you're going away for a week, are you just taking a backpack or are you getting a suitcase?
No, I'm taking a suitcase and because me and Taylor would share one.
No, but I mean tomorrow, right? You're going away tomorrow, you're not going with your missus, you're
Right.
just going away yourself tomorrow. Are you going out
No.
your way to buy a suitcase or are you using a
I just use somebody else's suitcase. But
Okay.
hypothetically, say I didn't have anybody, no, I would use a duffel bag.
Okay.
Definitely. That's right. That's right. Practical in some sense, but there's they are shite. That's the reality. We're going right in the middle here. Fuck it.
What we got?
I'm assuming coloured hair.
Hair dye or dyeing your hair, I suppose. As a non-hair dye. Well, I mean, tail dyes the hair, I suppose. And be honest. What do you think of the blonde? Did you miss it?
Nah.
Should have asked you.
To be fair, I thought you were talking about Taylor for a second.
Nah,
there.
maybe
I didn't mind it. I hate when folk go like blue, purple, green, pink and that. Just
Power Ranger colours.
fuck up, man. Just have your natural hair colour or have a fucking colour you want.
So you're saying I look good with the blonde then?
No. But like,
It's
there's somebody
jealous,
I know.
that's all it is.
There's somebody I know which won't be named. She has like.
You'll definitely tell me after this.
She has like multicoloured hair and shit, and it's just like
Something
fucking
I know, is it?
something you may know of. But it's just like stop it. Make your hair look shit as well if you didn't do it right, and it's so expensive to do it right, and like the multicolours.
Like, perfectly for
No, yours was shite. That's what I'm saying. So.
Brilliant.
No, for me it's shite. Like it's fucking. There's nothing good that comes out of it. Unless it's blonde to brunette, brunette to blonde on a female, for example.
Again, just pure abuse.
Isn't it the worst thing? For yourself with your blonde highlights,
What a man looks, by the way. Should bring it back.
just for that I think it should go to shite.
Got the mohawk, and combine the two, blonde mohawk. We've got it.
Wish I know I pulled this topic out. It's far too late the night for
I mean, listen, I can't lie. I like it, obviously, because I've done it. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. I don't think it's right up there. I think maybe right there.
Have your fucking way with it on this. I've zero input with it because it's so
I'm a bit sadder than Get It as like a blue. I did make the point by getting a blue and lassie on it, but
fucking put a high on TikTok, man. What chance have you got in this world?
TikTok shite as well.
Oh, fuck
If
off.
that's a clip on TikTok as well, Dylan, go fuck yourself.
I'm not being you're fucking ludicrous. You've put it above Serie A fucking football as well.
Popcorn.
Oh, smashing. Great invention.
The question is, sweet or solid, or both?
Has to be sweet.
See, and I always get slated for this. I'm a salt man.
You go for salty.
I can go for both, but lads, sometimes mix, but it's often salted.
Tell it's both, but for me it's going to be sweet. I've got a wee bit of sweet tooth in general, but I love sweet popcorn. Salty just doesn't sit right with me.
For me, I like the contrast. Like, say, like if I get if I'm sitting, like I always go for like Diet Coke or whatever.
Right.
Like, say if I'm like sitting in the cinema, if I've got like a Diet Coke, I feel like it complements it quite well, like a salty snack with like a sugary drink.
You should never, and I mean never, contrast food with liquid. Like,
What do you mean? You don't have a drink when you're at the cinema through popcorn?
no, I do, but no within 5 minutes of consuming one or the other. Like, so, see the people that fucking will be sat eating their lunch, right? And they'll be eating like a fucking burger and chips at McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
And they've wired 3 chips in. You can see they're chewing, and then they take a sip of juice.
Yeah.
While the chips are still being chewed in their mouth, they are criminals.
Can I come back at you just for a second?
No.
Or something myself.
Right. I mean, you're treading on thin ice here. Go for it.
You know about my rhinitis, right?
Right.
The blocked airways,
Yeah.
basically. So, see, in the last 2-3 years,
Yeah.
for some reason, even though I've never smoked before in my life, I keep getting this basically like itchy cough at the back of my throat because of this fucking issue with
Yeah.
it. Apparently it's something that's meant to kind of leave you when you're older. Apparently your nose waves are kind of meant to just get better expand. Anyway, they've not. As a result,
still young.
my fuck, God, I'm 26 now. That's another that made me sad. You know, when we first started these podcasts, the description said like 2 like teenage guys, and then they went to 2 guys in their early 20s, and it's got to be 2 guys in their mid 20s.
Fuck's sake.
That's a sad reality, but anyway. So I see when I first start eating anything, right? Doesn't matter if it's like basically almost liquid based or if it's dry as fuck. See, the first couple of bites I always take, my throat starts like not like regurgitating it, but like it like can't swallow it without a drink. I physically can't do it without a drink now, which I pain in the arse. I fully understand. But see those first like couple of bites that I have, need to have a drink with it, otherwise it's carnage for me. I'm coughing, I'm spotting everywhere. In the cinema, you don't need that. Don't need that for the people next to you. I'm trying to look out for those around me.
Alright.
See? I'm trying to be thoughtful here.
I don't care. People that hug chips and then wire fucking Diet Coke in the same fucking mouthful are criminals.
Listen, look at you with your big strong throat.
So there is fucking no way I would have some salty popcorn and then a fucking drink a Diet Coke within 5 minutes of one another.
Same. Like by the time, so
If you need to, it's different, but not everybody has what you've
I've
got.
done it right. If I've done it right, see by the time I finish my popcorn, my juice will be finished at the same time as well.
Oh no. No.
And then once that's in, just sitting back and watching. That's the end of the game there. But do you ever have as well? And this is something I've actually started doing more. Do you ever like do you and Taylor just like sit at home and like watch movies on like a night or whatever? Would you like have like a snack whilst you're watching that? I've started like getting popcorn to watch like movies at home with.
A wee bag of popcorn.
I like just put in the microwave there, just get that done there. And do you know what as well? It's a fucking lot healthier probably than the one that's in myself because it's not so
100%.
salt.
We just typically get the bags.
So you would as well get popcorn for the house, not just a
Not every time, but I would.
occasionally.
Aye.
Yeah, I do quite like a wee bit of popcorn. How are we going? About there, maybe?
A wee bit higher.
There?
Calm yourself. Just. Aye, but there, aye, that's the stuff.
On the same level as a munchie box.
Aye, that's a good one after another type situation.
You get that, I get that.
There
You
you
get
go.
that. Final one then.
Final one. Better not be fucking shite like Hair Dye again.
What we got?
Snack bands.
Snack bands. Not food related.
It's a smashing invention.
The ones you do get like at football matches there's always, do you know what, not that you know because you never go to Hampden, but there is one right side directly at Hampden that's quality burger and chips for £3. Can't hit it right.
You can't go wrong with that either. £3. Look, here's what I will say. You know, see if you're going on like if I go on a wee morning trip up to fucking Ayr or whatever. If I need to pick up a car or something like that, stroke me off at a wee snack van on the water side. Smashing.
What you get? What should go to? Like a wee sausage roll.
Couple of rolls, sausage and couple of rolls and square.
You get bacon as well.
Fried onion. Or if I've not got fried onion, because some of them didn't. Bit weird.
Yeah. If you own a van like that, you have to have fried onion.
100%. But there's been one up there that didn't. So I had to go for. I went for a roll and square with black pudding.
That's lovely. That's so gorgeous.
Then they get 2 rolls, so I wasn't feeling up for the 2 rolls that day.
That's a bit all consuming, especially if you're going to sit in a cams.
Exactly. So, but 2 rolls, square and onion, that is the stuff.
100% class. Originally I was going to put below popcorn, but see you're saying now it's square, fried onions, black pudding as well.
Aye.
That's potential here. But that's the thing. Have you ever eaten bad food? Because it's all technically shite food. But I've never had a meal out of there and thought, ooh, I don't like that.
No.
I've always thought, this has hit the spot here. And they're normally cheap as well, in fairness.
No, I don't think I've ever had bad food.
Yeah, you've also had bad food, but it's like you won't
never had bad tasting food.
Yeah, I've never had a meal from, even though it's cheap as shit, quality. I've always eaten from there and thought, do you know what? That hit the spot fucking perfectly. And normally as well, if it's outside the football matches, normally the food out of them bands are about 50 times better than the shit they sell in the stadium.
Oh, for sure, aye. For sure.
Uncomparable.
For me, they're high. I love a snack van.
Yeah, do you know what? I was thinking kind of mid actually. This may have to be a bit higher.
Aye, I do love a snack van. I'm thinking
like that. You want higher?
No, I'd be content with there.
What about go up there?
Aye.
Get it.
Get it below FIFA. Fuck it.
Well then, that's the quality show well returned.
Returned and done. Other than Hair Dye, I feel like every topic there was quite good.
Yeah. You know that's what the quality show well brings. You know, you need to. Not every topic's going to be amazing. You need to bring in
it's about being unique. And Hair Dye did bring that.
I will say I was shocked because when I was actually making these, I found it quite easy to actually fill it up again, which I was shocked by because I think of one thing and then that would lead to another thing and then just fucking spiraled.
Aye, spiraled through there.
Yeah, but I will say we only have 100 in there, so we've got what is that if we do 5?
We've got another year's worth.
50, yeah, we've got 1 year's worth.
Another year, maybe even 2 years worth. So,
no, we're going to do better than that. I didn't spend all this money for us to do.
We'll be all right.
To do 25 or whatever.
We'll be all right. We'll use them up.
Do you quickly want to do our obligatory football chat before we finish?
Aye, go for it.
Well, you know where I'm going to go because, well, actually, no, I will say, in fairness, if I can watch the Old Firm this weekend, absolute class.
It was probably one of the best bits of football that was on it.
Best game I've seen in best Old Firm, rather, I've seen in ages because it was actually competitive, which was nice.
Yeah.
And some fucking huffing defending from yous would have prevented you from winning. You go to the match?
Aye. Look.
How was the atmosphere?
Tremendous, aye.
Even after the conceded after 21 seconds.
I think the stadium was stunned at that point. Yeah, it was.
Isn't it silent?
Aye.
What a pass back that was.
No, look. Watching it was stressful. But
do you think he's going to win it then? The league then?
No.
No, he's not.
Here's the difference right now. Philip Collins came in and done a great job, but they have depth off the bench that we've not got. They know how to win games. they are not likely to fall victim to a defeat at Parkhead to us, whereas we were very much likely to fall victim to a defeat at Ibrox.
Yeah, if it was for a fucking, well, almost 2 World Days, but the World Day at the end fucking saved you right at the day.
Yeah. And look, I thought we were then buried at half time. I thought at 2-0 down at half time, we were then buried, league was done, good night. And to bring it back 3 each, although it's not the result I wanted, it was a fucking saving grace, because I mean the reality is now if we win every game from now to the end of the season we still win.
Yeah.
I know that's maybe, I'm being obvious there, but we win our game in hand and then we win every game, drop Parkhead, we win the league.
Yeah.
Do I think that will happen? Do I fuck? I think we've still got a fucking loss in us.
Yeah, you definitely have, like,
But I also think Celtic still got a fucking drop, the ability to drop points from now to the end of the season, because they were, like, their first half they were tremendous, the second half they were abysmal.
Yeah. How many games are left?
8, no, 6. 7, because obviously
Game in hand.
in game in hand. But it's difficult because obviously we were meant to play last night to Dundee, who for the 5th time this season I've had to, the 5th time this season, which is by the way a new Scottish Premiership football record.
Nice.
Of having to call their game off due to pitch inspections.
It's incredible, isn't it?
So they were, but to be fair, last season they were told if it the start of the season they were told if it happens consistently they would be docked points, or they would lose, they would forfeit games, and nothing got done about it, and still nothing's got done about it. I don't want, right, and I'll put it away, I don't want them to give us 3 points, right, but the repercussions of not playing a game last night means it's now scheduled to next week, so we've now got Ross County at the weekend, then Dundee, then Hearts
On the same week.
on the same week.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
Is Ross County your first game?
yes, at Dingwall. So we're at Dingwall,
Yeah, aye.
then to Dundee,
Yeah.
and then home to Hearts. Like that's a tough 3 fixtures. Whereas playing Dundee, then away to Dingwall, then a full week. It's a tough 3 fixtures. Whereas playing Dundee, then away to Dingwall, then a full week, then play Hearts. There's a difference there.
Yeah.
So constantly you're receiving repercussions because we've got Dundee, and if they make it into the split, how many fucking how many times are they going to postpone games? So things like
How many
that.
more times are going to rain?
Exactly. So things like that are a bit fucking frustrating. But I think both teams have still got a loss in them. So to be honest, I'm like,
So you're going to put your neck on the line then, you're saying by the end of the season, Celtic, you're saying Celtic going to win how many points by?
2.
That'll be fucking gut-wrenching.
Nothing major, but it'll be stupid. We'll draw. I'll go to Helicopter Sunday and we'll fucking draw or something like that. Something stupid. Fucking Tav mistake or a Golson mistake, and it'll just fuck us. I'd like to be optimistic and say that we could do it. I think if we can beat Ross County, Dundee and Hearts
On the same week.
on the same week, we will have a fucking fighting chance. But we'll wait and see. Who do you think's going to win it?
Sorry, just saw something
What?
That's fine, we'll get back to them.
Oh, okay.
I think Celtic win it as well. I think they win it by about, again, not much, 3 points maybe, something like that. So when you get on to that, the other team I was obviously going to ask you about, the team that we both support, Liverpool, who are playing, as we've just finished playing, just as this has ended, at Anfield, remember, against the mighty Atalanta. I'm just going to show you. Look at the bottom one.
Well, what's a pumping?
3-0 at home.
Is that first leg?
Fuck. Yeah, at Anfield. Did not expect that.
What a smashing. Are they've still got like Papi Gomez and stuff?
Nah, he's left if you've seen back. But Skamaka scored twice, the West Ham reject. Nice. Jesus. Sorry, that was a bit of shell shock. I just remembered us were talking about football there. Anyway, well, I was going to say, do you think that I was going to hopefully look at that, see that we won maybe like 2-0 and then go like, do you fancy our chance for Europa League? Seems a bit unlikely now.
Nothing's over in the Europa League. I've seen bigger upsets in the Europa League than that.
So yeah, if anyone's seen any big...
We go to Italy, we could win 4-0. Like, if you have like Salah playing brilliant, and that's possible. Starting Harvey Elliott and stuff. Don't even ask me if we're winning the league though, because we're not.
Oh yeah, no, I said before we even got towards this. I mean, you know me, Mr. Pessimist over here.
Yeah.
I always say no.
Look, I would have loved to have won the league and the Europa League. See you later, Klopp. Thanks for everything.
The treble with the league as well.
But Man City are frightening at this moment in time. But Arsenal are a fucking seriously good team right now.
Annoyingly so.
They've not conceded a goal in like 3 games or 4 games or something like that.
They're just playing. Both of them are just playing better than us.
Aye, more so City. City went to the Bernabeu last night. No, night before, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
And drew 3 each in what is renowned for being Real Madrid's tournament.
Yeah.
Like, that tells you something. Bear in mind, this is the same Man City that 2 years ago I would have told you are the worst European team, but the best domestic team ever.
Yeah.
Like, the switch up is crazy. They've just clicked in Europe. They just understand it now.
It's what happens when you just win.
Fucking hate them.
I know. I hate them so much.
I hate them so fucking much.
No,
I really want.
I couldn't watch the game. I had to watch the Arsenal Bayern one because at least then I want Bayern to win.
Also, by the way, did you know first time in 5 years, both semi-finals? Semi-finals. Both games were draws. First time in 5 years. Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
On the same night.
Get some stats there from James.
And see the very next night, by the way, they were like 1 goal away. Each team was like 1 goal away from making it a draw. Wild. Aye.
Nah. It was good games actually, to be fair.
I think the moral with the story really is fuck Man City.
Yeah, fuck Man City.
Fuck Real
Terrible,
Madrid.
terrible. But fuck Real Madrid as well. They are. I hate them. That's why I said I couldn't watch them both because I just fucking want both.
If I wanted anyone to win, I would want Madrid to beat City.
Yeah,
I
would.
hate Man City.
But
with a
just
passion.
like by that much, it's not by much.
And to be fair, the empty had when they go there, Man City will beat them.
They will go through.
And they'll probably win the tournament because Bayern's not good enough. Arsenal are not good enough to win the tournament.
I'm quite proud of myself though because I didn't think it would happen either. But this start of season, I put a tenner on for them to win the Champions League. So if it does happen, I'm going to
Fair
get some
play.
money for it.
In fairness, I will say Barcelona to
Yeah,
do what they done.
against PSG.
Aye, to do what they done in Paris is.
I watched the game last night. Like brilliant.
Aye, that's some result. Aye.
But yeah, I was so that as well as fucking put a bit of a dampener on me because I was like,
I
thought we would finish at least with the Europa League. I didn't think we'd finish with.
Who's winning the Prem then?
It's gonna be City again. They're good.
Do you like Arsenal could do it now?
No, I think they get 100%. But do you know what it is? Do you know it's that period from.
If Arsenal win from now to the end of the season, they win.
No, and I know that, but you know what Man City are like from February to May. They just didn't lose. They just never do.
That's
And
it.
it just takes Arsenal.
Back.
It just needs just one Arsenal loss and that's it.
Aye.
Game over.
Soon as they get De Bruyne back, every season he's injured. And
Every season he comes back.
Every season he comes back, they never lose a game.
Such a pain in the arse, isn't it?
Like, but it just shows you the level of player he is.
What I want to say though is, did you watch the Arsenal City game? That was fuck, wasn't it?
It was bad.
What I'm going to say though is, for everyone that's wanting Klopp to go on and are happy that Liverpool are going to inevitably go through a slump that he's going to be gone, all I'm going to say is, see that tactical shite class that we watched the weekend. Do you remember how everyone always each season is looking forward to Klopp v Guardiola because it's fucking chaos football? Never going to happen again. It's going to be fucking passing around the middle, no shots on target. It's going to be boring as fuck.
So you're going to be City for the Prem.
So the Prem.
Champions League.
It's actually tough to predict. Like, do I go City again?
I feel like it's set up for them to win it because getting a 3 each at the Bernabeu.
Yeah,
Then going back
I'll
to-
go, yeah, City again as well. Europa League, I'll go Leverkusen because I think it looks
Can we just talk about that for a second, by the
Oh,
way?
yeah, what?
Xabi Alonso.
You know they're now 41 games unbeaten now.
Yeah,
So
one game away from winning the league.
Yeah,
the
so
first ever title.
So they've beaten your record, which was 39 beforehand, and
Yeah.
they've beaten Celtics, which is they're about to beat Celtics, which is 41 as well. The record's, I think, 45, and then that's the most anywhere.
Yeah, and it's one game away from winning their first ever Bundesliga title.
Is it one game now? Yeah.
One game.
Oh yeah, because they Bayern lost it or did something
Aye.
or something.
That's fucking crazy, by the way.
I know.
First ever Bundesliga title under our legend, Jamie.
I know. Scott Diaz are going to become a manager for us next year, is it?
Well, who knows?
What's it more? I will be honest, I'm fucking glad we can get tickets to go at any point this year.
Aye.
It's fucking, it's could have been so good. Just to see, I just wanted to see it one more time, and we're not going to see them, which is sad. But hey, if they do, can we make a promise now though on the podcast? If they do win the league somehow, no, I'm just saying hypothetically. Now,
okay.
If they win the Prem now, what or like in Europa League as well? Fuck it, Europa League as well because we're 3-0 down the first half as well. We go and watch the trophy parade. If we can get time off work.
Aye, providing we can do it, aye.
Yeah, if we get time off work.
We'll do it. Xabi Alonso, by the way.
Yeah, what a man. Yeah.
Like, genuinely fucking unbelievable. I seen the stat the other day and I'd fucking nearly killed it. It was unbelievable.
It's fucking frightening what he's got out there.
Aye.
Proof as well. See if Arsenal now in the league, proof. Shake out Granit Xhaka. They would have all been fine.
Aye, literally. Great player.
But no, it's good as well because like everyone knows the story as well of Leverkusen back in what was it 2002 where they came like third, where they came second in each cup, where they came second in both the cups and they lost the Champions League final and they came second in the league.
Bundesliga.
See if I was that, I would have killed myself if that would have.
That would have probably taught me.
That would have done me in. There's no come back for that.
Like getting that close, I'd have killed myself.
Yeah,
just to every tournament, that'd have been me.
So the fact they've done it and the fact they've dethroned Bayern, fair credit because over the years we've seen like Dortmund get close, we've seen Leipzig get close, but none of them have been able to do it. I mean, remember last year, fucking Dortmund on the last day were top on the last day. All they had to do was win their game, they drew, and they would have won the league.
Aye. So it's the consistency, keeping it over 38 or 42 games, whatever it may be, in whatever league.
I would have been interested to see how they would have done if they were in the Champions League this season as well as the league.
Aye,
just to see what the comparison would have been like.
But look, to be one game away from winning the Bundesliga is like frightening. Like let's not beat around the bush. That's some achievement.
No, it's brilliant and good on them because it's made it a watchable league again for the first time in a while.
Aye, definitely.
Right. Anything else you want to discuss? Bring up?
No, I'm quite content with that. It's been a real laugh.
Yeah, it's been fun being back. It's as said, I'm not going to make any promises here about what's coming. If me and Jamie do agree to a schedule, we will promise to let you know. But if I'm honest, I think it kind of depends on one, luck, and also two, just kind of how things go. I suppose I need to retrain myself to do all this kind of stuff, so don't expect me to be a genius straight away. But yeah, it's been fun. Hopefully there'll be more of these again soon.
We'll see you next year.
No. See April season 7 this year.
April 2025, season 7. See you then.
But yeah, well, until next time, I've been Liam White.
I've been Jamie Allan.
And we'll see you all next time. Goodbye. I'm glad you brought it back. I was worried you might have forgotten.
My first time. No, the first time.
We talk football and current events, sitting and chatting with the very best guests. We're two Scottish boys and we're loving it. So if you like witty banter, check the former #1 podcast on iTunes. Sitting and chatting.